The Tobago Select team hammered 7-0 by Inter Miami in their opening match of the CASA Youth Football Classic in Lauderhill, Florida on Wednesday evening. Ricardo Chambers looks back at the performance.
Day 2 of the CASA Youth Soccer Classic in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, were the first of the two Caribbean teams going into action against the academy team of the MLS franchise Inter Miami. A 31-strong member Tobago squad appearing quite relaxed ahead of kickoff against an Inter Miami setup considered to be among the favourites for the title.
We help us not to get any injuries in this game. Help us to come out victorious. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. 1, 2, 3, go!
Within the first 6 minutes, Tobago gave up a penalty, Inter Miami duly obliging to take the lead through Joseph Converse. And then a neat play down the left side leading to a powerful drive from the top of the 18. That made it 2-0, gorgeous goal. The Tobago Select team down by 2 at half-time, but feeling they were still in the game.
Up to now, we had no two touch passes, nothing. The man who went to me who not showing this much, playing the ball here, you're pulling the ball and staying. The ball's supposed to be from you all in the back to you to there.
If you play on this side, use him and to put it when it's supposed to drop field. So these all are supposed to be. Let's cover each other. When we have it now, we have to go and show fit. Many times when we have the ball, you go in and share. We don't want that. We need to get your job is to make sure and supply.
Second half now, but things got worse for the Tobago Select team as 5 unanswered goals led to a 7-0 defeat. Coach Joseph, though, still appreciated the effort of his boys.
I just believe it's a culture shock from before. You remember, we are accustomed playing on such grassy and slow fields that, you know, the turf, that the boys couldn't keep up to the turf. Back home, the quality of football is not like that. You know what I mean? So that is why I really bring the boys and them out here to really see the quality of football. They are young guys as well. I at least have 3 years with them, and then from there we could grow. So every year, next year, you know, we come again. Inter Miami might have to be looking, you know, we might defeat Inter Miami, you never know.
We played well. I think Tobago traveled, right? Yeah. We drove 15 minutes, so I think we had a little bit of an advantage in that regard. And we have been together. Tobago is a select team. We trained together all year. So, but I thought we played well. Our players did well. They defended at a high intensity, very organized. They played simple. They were very dynamic. They created a lot of chances. So I thought that it was an honest effort and a good performance from our team.
The Jamaica Select team will play their opening game of the tournament. That's later this evening. The Jamaicans participated in a training session early today, and our team in Florida caught up with them.
I think for us, unfortunately, a lot of the guys couldn't make it to this trip because of it's a really good group, same way, and we have to just push on and do our best.
Go there to win the title. That's the first thing. We have to win the match them, we have to win tonight, we have to win Saturday night, and we have to win Sunday night. Think for your game. What you going to bring to the table today?
I think it was a good introductory session. I wanted to train yesterday, but we never had the arrangements in place in terms of transportation and all of that. And the use of the field, because when we got up, the game was already on. But I think this morning what we did was basically to get them touch of the ball, get them to understand certain patterns that we want them to play. So I think overall it was a fairly good session.
We have to come together and make that bond really quick, it's a short time, and we have to build that chemistry, and I think it's going well so far.
We have a lot of players who we would have wanted to be here, but they're not here, so I think those who are here, we are really grateful. Disciplined group, boys who listen. I think we have 4 more that should fly in this afternoon, so hopefully we have them in time for the game. So overall, I think it's a good group. We have to start on a very high note. We watched 2 teams last night. Potentially we might play one of them in the final if we get to that point, which we're hoping that we'll get to there. So I think we have to start strong tonight, definitely.
Saka, are you a lot champ on them there now? You for score the goal.
I'm really pumped, you know, and can't wait to get started.
So each time we come here to win. The last time I came here in 2019, we won. We won pretty big. In the final, I think we won that game 5-0. So I expect these youngsters also to deliver. When Jamaica arrive at these tournaments, we are normally the darlings of these tournaments, so we have to show that.
Senior producer for Schoolboy Football Productions in Jamaica, Phil Riley, is in Florida and joins us now. Good afternoon, Phil. What's the temperature like? What's the feeling ahead of the Jamaica Select team's first game at the tournament? All those questions in one.
George, it's a little better than yesterday. I'm feeling quite good. I'm not cold, anything like that. It's nice weather for football, and the Jamaica team is looking good. I saw them in training this morning. For players who are playing together for the first time, they look good in training, and we're looking forward to seeing them today. I had a chance to get their starting lineup, and I'm going to give it to you. And this is a very strong starting lineup. Omarion Brown from St. Catherine, Daniel Edwards at left back from Kingston College, Xavier Davidson, Kestner Storage, and Chadwick Hendricks. Chadwick Hendricks is from Stets. In the middle, Theon Coupe from Clarendon College. Romain Blake, they move him up. He looks very good in midfield. As you know, he plays midfield, he plays defense. He's a versatile player, so he should be good in midfield. And Kevin Wilson. So that's a very strong midfield. Up front, Shamir Hutchinson. I'm sure if you watch the game, you'll see how good this player is. From Dintil, Javier Lynch, and Brian Burkett. A very strong team. That front line has about 40 goals in it from the season that just passed. So we're looking forward to it. They are in very high spirits. As you heard from the feature, they want to start strong. And I'm sure they will start strong. I saw the Lauderhill team on Tuesday night. They're a rugged bunch. They tackle hard, everything. But I believe the Jamaica team should win and will win this one.
Hear you on that. One last one before we go, Phil. The team that you say is selected, the bench, in terms of the bench, we know a lot of players aren't there because of visa issues, but what they have in reserve, is there enough quality in reserve to help this team if it falls into some problems against Lauderhill in their opening game this evening?
There are 16 players here right now, 4 on the way. The 4 that are on the way, they are good players. They are good talent. 4 players traveled today. Malik Lorraine, Raheem Grizzle from York Castle, Jaime Johnson and Tayshawn Mattis from Kingston College. 2 good players. Mattis can play midfield, he can play forward. Nice left foot. We saw him this season. And Jaime Johnson scored a boatload of goals last year. He had a little off year this year, but if he comes with his A game, he should add some good punch to the team. And talking to Coach Ferguson, he says he wants to play these guys that have traveled today. So hopefully they'll get some minutes and hopefully they will play very well. Another thing, George, this tournament, interestingly, was a brainchild of the late George Forbes back in 2009. So before every game, they're having a minute of silence for him because George Forbes conceptualized this because he wanted the players from the CASA Cup and the Manning Cup to travel to the US to go before for scouts to see them. And trust me, this is a good tournament. We're looking forward to seeing a big crowd today. There's jerk chicken here, there's soup, there's porridge. It's like Jamaica in Florida. It's a nice atmosphere trust me, we're looking forward to this game today.
Excellent. Should have a bumper crowd, full house. And Phil Riley says it's not too cold outside, so it should be nice for those who make the journey to watch the games. All the best, Phil. We'll talk on Friday. Keep up the good work yourself and Jason Bean Sawyers. All the best. Thank you.
Yeah, man. All the best, too.
Excellent. A few moments later, we take a break. Back with more on the SportsMax Zone after these. Phil Riley, good man. Thank you for watching SportsMax on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay informed.